And come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Spread out. Letting the weight of your body release into the support behind you. Slow down your breath. You can keep your eyes closed or open them. And let's start by sliding arms overhead and stretching out really long through your arms and legs, through your fingers and toes. Interlace fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. Straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. And flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Bend your knee in. Open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your left leg. And just feeling what's here. What is there to notice? What's interesting? Bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a circle or rock with your knees. Grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up. Flex and point. Circle your ankle. Couple times, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. Release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away. Release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle or rock, evening things out. Drop your feet to the floor, draw the belly in, press it down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. and down, up, and down, up, and down. 2 more. Last one. Release down, send your right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 1 more. And release. Switch, left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Keep the belly pulling in. Up and down. 1 more on this side. Release and switch again. Right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more. And then switch, left leg high, right arm across. Last set. Last one. And then release, stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Little circle or rock. Roll your way up. Let's come onto the forearms for a forearm plank. So set your forearms shoulder width apart, forearms parallel. Step your feet back and try and bring your whole body into a straight long line so the hips aren't high, they're not low, right in line with the shoulders and the heels. Strong core and the whole underside lifting up so you're not collapsing but pulling up. Whenever I have anything going on with my lower back, core. Not always fun, but definitely good for preventing lower back stuff. 1 more breath here. Flip onto one forearm. So you can lift the opposite arm up. Your feet can be stacked one in front of the other or one on top of the other. Pulling up through the top arm, creating lightness, long neck, long spine. One more breath here. Same thing other side. Flip over. Last breath. Release. Let's come back to neutral and then sink back to child's pose. Releasing. Hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center, over to the other side, pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And back to center. Let's come up through table and into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. You could pedal out your feet a little bit here, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the calves and hamstrings, backs of the legs. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Maybe take a sway or shake out here. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart, standing tall, pressing the feet into the floor, lengthening up away from that. And let's take a full A series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop back, coming through high push-up, lower down, chaturanga. Come into your back bend, and that can be as low or high as feels right for you. Take an extra couple breaths in this first one. Cobra or up dog, shoulders down wherever you are. And then back to down dog, and let's take 5 breaths in a good resting pose. That could be down dog, but it could just as well be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees, any neutral shape. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Take a big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Each inhale, look for space, length, expansion. Each exhale, more grounding, more ease. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretching that back leg a little straighter, higher, longer, last moment. Step back. Warrior one, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor or to your blocks for pyramid pose. We're going to straighten the front leg part way or all the way. You may want to adjust the distance between your legs, the height of your blocks. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of folding. One more deep breath here. And let's release. Make our way back to down dog. Any movement transition. Feeling what you're doing, whatever that is. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Sink low. Last breath. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Stretching that back leg as long as you can, letting your head release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or blocks, pyramid pose. Maybe adjusting the distance between your legs. Doing the things you know to do, going in the directions you know to go in, meeting your limits right where they are. And then feeling what this is like, whatever that is. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then let's take a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. See if some support might be useful, either under your hip or chest or forehead. And release towards the floor. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. Slide the left knee forward and then flip over onto the left hip and send your right leg back, making whatever adjustments you need to the angle of the front leg, to any support you're using. Going towards your full expression of the pose and Releasing any resistance to how that is. Let's bring the upper body back up. Lean to the left. This time bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. You can do this with the bottom leg straight or bent, so feel what's best for you right now. Right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, rotate, looking back over your shoulder. One more breath here. Release, unwind, and switch. Bottom leg straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you. Right arm hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. One more breath here. And release, unwind. Take little windshield wipers side to side. Massaging the outer hip into the floor. And then come back onto your back. We'll drop the feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel right under your knees, getting set up for bridge. Press your feet down. Lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. Shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading upper back and lower back away from one another. Last breath here. And then take your arms out of your way, roll down. Resting back flat. And let's bring the knees in, grab the soles of the feet on the inside for happy baby. And this can be done in stillness or with a little rocking. You can keep your legs bent or straighten them one at a time or together, part way or all the way. And then just check in with your body. You might come to some neutral shape and ask yourself, what's needed? What would be a good ending to this practice for you? What would help you feel complete? You can take some time finishing up any last pose. If there's a part of your body that needs some attention or something you want to do before Shavasana. Could be a little self-massage. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And let go. A few moments of stillness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, move your wrists and ankles, and take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in, roll to one side, and use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today.